Hey guys, Glenn here. Just wanted to shoot a short video about a great way I found to get back with your ex. Now I realize there's two main reasons that you probably looked for this video or information on the topic of getting back together. One is either you've just gotten out of a relationship. You just broke up and you're really hurting and you want to try to get this relationship back together. And the other is maybe you're in a relationship but you're starting to see warning signs that, well, maybe you're heading for a breakup. And that's a really bad place to be. I know, I've been there before. And if you're in a relationship that's just ended, I realize that you're in a lot of pain. And maybe you're also really confused, which is normal. That's why most people seek out this kind of help, because they're hurting. Now, I don't know your unique situation. Every situation is different, just as every relationship is different. Every breakup is different. But there are a lot of commonalities. And there's also, more importantly, there's a lot of hope out there for you. Now, some relationships aren't worth saving. If your relationship is abusive, then it's probably a good thing that it ended, and you probably just need to walk away. But because you're watching this, I'm going to assume that your relationship was a healthy one, and that you obviously want to get back with your ex, or even help prevent a breakup. And that's really what I want to help you do. Now, a little bit about me. Hey, this is me. My name's Glenn, and I'm a counseling major. I've been studying relationships, which is my main area of interest, for really about 10 years now. Now, that being said, I get friends asking me for relationship advice all the time, whether it's how do I meet women, how do I attract them, maybe they're in a relationship and it's not going so well, how do I improve my relationship? Or maybe they're in a relationship that just ended horribly, it crashed and burned, and they want to get this person back. A lot of times people just want the secret ninja tricks, the magic tricks or whatever that will get that person back. They'll get that guy back or that girl back. And I want you to know that I found a really good resource that doesn't use any manipulation tactics, nothing shady here, nothing controversial, just a really proven and effective system for either helping save the relationship you're in or helping to get that person that you really care about back, helping you make up. Now, as I said before, a lot of my friends seek me out for relationship advice. Sometimes, I swear, I think they feel that I'm their own personal hitch. Now, I love helping people, I'm not complaining, but sometimes this has interfered with my own personal relationships and even taking me away from my studies, probably a bit more than it should. A lot of times it goes like this. I help someone, they tell a friend. Their friend then comes and asks me if I can help them, and then their friend tells a friend or two, which tells a friend or two, and it's just kind of a viral kind of progression there. And sometimes I can help them. And when I'm able to help them, I really feel good about that. I love helping people. Sometimes I can't. I never turn anyone away. Now one day I was having dinner with a professor friend of mine at the university, and we were talking about a friend of mine who was just going through a really nasty breakup. I mean, this was bad. And my friend was downright suicidal. Now, no relationship is worth killing yourself over. If you feel suicidal, if you're thinking suicidal thoughts, seek immediate help. Tell your friends, tell your family, talk to a professional. Please remember that there's always hope. Even if you don't get that one particular guy or girl back, try to remember that the next guy or girl you meet might just be 1,000 times better. So don't cheat them by choosing a permanent solution to a very temporary problem. You may be the person that this next person you meet has been waiting their whole life to meet. Don't cheat yourself or somebody else out of having a deep, fulfilling, and meaningful relationship with someone as wonderful as yourself. Now I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something that I've turned a whole bunch of my friends onto. And here it is. The magic of making up. And just as the name implies, it's just like magic. Or as close as you can get to it anyway. Back to my conversation with my professor. It was actually my professor that turned me on to this wonderful resource. He said it's probably the closest thing you can get to magic. He first learned about the magic of making up from a grad student who wrote a paper and cited the magic of makeup as a resource. The professor even bought it and read it and highly recommended it to me. So after my dinner with the professor, I ran back to the dorm room, got online, finally found the product after, like 30 minutes of looking, bought it for like $99, and then spent the rest of the night reading it. And I mean to tell you, I found this just in time. Now the price has gone down a little bit since I paid for it. And I'm not mad because I got what I wanted out of the product. In addition to that, not only did I get my girlfriend back, but I was able to free up an amazing amount of time by being able to turn my friends onto this very same resource. See, my relationship almost ended because the wonderful woman that I was dating felt that I had time for everyone else and their relationships, but I didn't really have any time for ours, especially not after school and trying to help everybody else. So I'll give you the same advice that I give all my friends, and that is this. Click the link on this video and check out this webpage. Now, I'm not going to read it to you. You can go and check it out for yourself if it's something that interests you. But there is a couple things that I did want to point out. The key in, remember, there's always hope, okay? So let's take a look at this. All right, these are pretty classic symptoms. Pretty much everyone that talks to me about, I'm trying to get my relationship back, has done a lot of this. Appetite loss is one that's fairly common. Calling, several times a day. Don't do that. Text messaging and emailing constantly. T-Dub actually calls this, as you see right here, text message terrorism. Don't do it. Something else that, feeling massively depressed. Once again, we've already talked about suicidal. If you are feeling suicidal, seek help. All right, here's something else. Feeling the urge to spy on them. Don't do it. It will not help you. It will only hurt you. And hurt the person that you're spying on, too. A lot of times, computers now have an option where if you go check your email, it allows you to save your email address. And not the email address, but the password. and can log you in instantly. Well, a friend of mine said that he was using that system to check up on his ex-girlfriend and see what's going on, see if she's talking to other guys or what she's saying to her girlfriends about the relationship. And don't do that. Okay, it's wrong for so many reasons, and besides being wrong morally, all it was going to do is hurt everybody involved, and pretty much kill your chances of ever getting back with this person, especially if they find out about it.